Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse. My name is Light. I'm doing some, well, they're not channel messages. I'm doing spirit baby reading today, but they wanted to be outside and they want to be seen and not heard. It said back in the days, it used to be able to be, they said children should be, what they say, used to say, they should be seen and not heard. Right now, they want to be heard and not seen. They're taking a deep rest because they're getting ready. Some of these energies are getting ready to come onto the planet indigos, star seeds, crystals, rainbows, and the newest race is sunflower. Obviously, yellow is significant. Rate daily affirmations for me. Excuse me. I will be born any day now. The letter D is significant. It said D like, well, D like Davis. It said Davy Crockett. And they said rocket ship. I look like Daddy. I'm getting the name Bradley. Rocket. And then I feel like that's a name. They said I'm going to be doing spirit animals reading as well real soon. I'm seeing the letter H, hospital. I know when I was giving birth to my second child, my second daughter, literally, I was in active labor, like, excuse me, the first time, my first daughter, I was in active labor, like in the movies. We just watched Look Who's Talking. So that is significant. And then, you know, I feel like it's significant in that somebody had child. Maybe you were an accountant, maybe you're not. Her name was Molly in the movie, and her name was also Molly in the movie. Demi Moore's character in the movie Ghost was also named Molly. Her character was named Molly. Molly in Look Who's Talking was Kirstie Alley. So your name could be Christy, Christina, Christine, Kirsty, Christy. They said Agatha Christie. She was unwed and she wasn't married, and she had a baby by somebody who was married. He had other children. He took care of that child, didn't take care of your child, but you did meet somebody who, and then it said Jimmy, James, Gemini, significant. Jimmy, he met him, he was a taxi driver, and maybe that name, the movie is significant. Taxi driver, Bobby. It said Bobby and Jack, which is, to me, the Kennedys. And then they said, oh, sweet child of mine. I look like Grandpa. I feel like Grandpa was military. They're showing me the Tuskegee Airmen, and they're showing me, like, you know, those military veterans. The UFC, not UFC, VWF or something. Veterans. They said UFC AFB. I know it's this Air Force Base. There's one out here close to us, Dobbins Air Force Base, I believe, Marietta. I went to school with somebody named Dobbins, so that might be. And I'm hearing Darcy as well. Ice cream is significant. Pistachio significantly. Excuse me. Pistachio. Pistachio, specifically pistachio almond. They said umbrella significant. They're showing me drift. They're showing me in the nursery somebody is. I know when I was pregnant with my child, both my daughters, I didn't want the, you know, the standard pink and pink and baby pink, baby blue. So I did like yellow, green, pink and purple, teal, stuff like that. Colors like in my shirt, you know, I love my bright colors. I love my bright colors. They said the UK is significant. Canada dry. Sing to me. Sing to me. And then they're saying, speak to me, speak to me, speak to me. Shug Avery and The Color Purple, that's significant. They said Gone with the Wind, Decatur's greater. They're showing me the babies are blowing the daffodils. I'm a boy. The boy has green eyes, and then they said green with envy. Some people are pregnant. Some people around them are jealous because they can't have other children. Excuse me, they can't have children. Some people are just jealous because you are pregnant. People just be jealous because they want to, you know, for no good reason. It's not to say that you, if you are trying to conceive, that you wouldn't be a little bit, you know, envious, but you're still happy for the person. But some people out here just straight up not happy for you. So they said stop telling. You already know who those people are. You think that you have an idea. They said MTV Diaries. You think you know, but you don't have any idea. So what they're saying is anybody who you're telling good news to and they never can, that's the Jamaican in me. They can't ever be happy for you. You already know what time it is, huh? January, February, March is significant. They said JKL is significant. James, which is what I was saying. K, they said Karen, and that's what it is. Get rid of the fucking Karens and Kens. We don't have that time. We don't have time for negative energy. These pandemic, we don't have time for negative energy. We don't have time for evil eyes. And so what to expect when you're expecting, get all the books that you need, get all the tools that you need. You have resources even if you don't recognize that you do. I will be born any day now. And they're showing me breach. And then they said breach of contract. So I feel like, you know, as with anything in life, some people, some babies are born under positive circumstances and some not so positive. I watch over you. They said someone to watch over me. 7:30 is significant, and maybe the person watching over you is fucking crazy. 7:30 I know is for New York State. I don't know about any other state. For New York State, it's the 7:30. It's the mental examination, the number of the exam. And I don't actually know how that number came to be, but I love numbers, symbology, numerology, symbology, sacred geometry. I love signs, symbols, synchronicities, and I like making word and picture and name associations for me to get the message across, to get the message. Bear with me 1 second. My back has absolutely been killing me. And they're telling me another thing that we gotta rewrite the narrative and stop saying killing. My back is killing me. Thank you for my healing is what you would say to replace those statements. You know, speak life. We have the power of the tongue. I understand that they're showing me the 17 card again. Somebody was pregnant at 17 and possibly lost the baby or had to get rid of it because of, you know, whatever reason. You or your parents didn't feel that you were ready for children. The names April, May, and June, or the months April, May, and June are significant. I feel like whoever's pregnant again, whoever that's sick. Look at that. That's a little girl, one of my neighbor's daughters. She's about 4. Maybe somebody got pregnant 4 years ago, or lost a child who was 4. I'm getting car accident. I'm getting why did I get married to? With why did I get married to? The part in the movie where she was yelling, Janet Jackson and Malik Yoba, they were yelling. They said New York Undercover, significant. Michael Michelle. When she was yelling, they were yelling at each other about being the baby, losing the baby. So that's significant. Write daily affirmations for me. Speak life into your life. Speak life into your child. Some people are getting past life regressions. The book that I always mention, sprinkle throughout my readings, is Spirit Babies. That's a must-have. if you're trying to conceive, if you're trying to understand how you lost a child, why you lost a child, um, when you'd be able to become pregnant again. It said somebody came up pregnant, and that person is Hispanic. They love to talk like that. Somebody came up pregnant. I will be conceived with your next partner. There's some people I know. A few years ago, the person that I was with, I thought a lot of things that I no longer believe. I realized there was heavy spell work, heavy magic. Here you go. Vroom vroom. They said vroom vroom vroom. So Mars is significant. Maybe you drive one. Maybe you're looking at one, or maybe they're saying they said Kia Sorrento. And then they said look at Consumer Reports, car buying guide. Don't buy a car with the engine that sound like that. They said racetrack, so maybe somebody works at racetrack or QT. Or they said off-track betting. Yonkers Raceway is always significant. They showed me Neeland Avenue, and they said Neeland Avenue and Vreeland Avenue, V-R-E or V-R-I-E. I don't know where that is. It said Van Cortlandt. It says stand clear of the closing doors, please. Van Cortlandt and Riverdale area of the Bronx is significant. Let's see. They said watch, mana wachipo. Somebody's watching you. And they said someone to watch over me. They said for some people we're getting stalker vibes either on that. They said a lot of people talking that's on the internet. Well, the card, I'm clarifying, I have some other clarifying cards. Alphabet, they said alphabet boys. And then they said alphabet SpaghettiOs, Chef Boyardee. The hat came off. They said mask off. Hashtag future. The hat came off, but it came upside down. So it's reminding me of two things, going back to my Harry Potter reading with the sorting hat. And they said Lord of the Rings and the movie Rings. And maybe they're showing me a diamond ring and ring pop. The hat card came up, but it came upside down. They said hats off to you, sweets to the sweet. So Candyman is significant. Zebra is significant. A zebra came up, so maybe then they show me Oreo cookies. So biracial babies, or they said albino is significant as well. They showed me a rotary phone. I know we had an old rotary phone back in. I'm sitting outside and I don't have any off candles, which is what's reminding me what I need to get, some citronella candles. They're chewing me up, and then they're showing me Chewy. Chewy, what's going on? We had somebody named Chewy in our high school class. He passed away, I believe. So I guess that's why he's coming up in my reading. But they're showing me the Chewy granola bars. Double R is significant. The sun is significant. Oshun energy. It said quarter. They're showing me Mr. Softy and the Candyman. Mr. Softy and the Candyman can. And then they show me New York City Parks Department, parks and hanging around the parks in the summertime. Yeah, our rest and recreation. This is what the babies are getting. Rest and recreation umbrella. They're showing me an umbrella, and they said, what's the other word? Those fancy umbrellas, parasols. They said parasol and marisol. And then they said, excuse me, somebody's ancestors are Boricua. I said, no Euricans. I know personally, my daughters are Boricuas, and I'm a Morena. Yeah, they said that's significant. They showed me the Boricua. They showed me the Puerto Rican flag. I've never been, and I want to take my children there. You know, they're half Puerto Rican, half Jamaican, but born in the United States. We live now in the South, so we got a lot of mottled accents. It said Mrs. Doubtfire is significant. Okay, let's see what else they said. They said Marta is smarter. They said, speak to me, read to me, sing to me. When I was pregnant with my daughters, both of them, I read to. I loved being a mom. I read till my belly. They showed me somebody doing ultrasounds. They're pregnant, but they still do ultrasounds for other pregnant people. Expectant moms. They showed me, I don't know if they have it anymore, but Toys R Us. Remember Babies R Us? I don't even know if they have that anymore. I don't think so. I don't know for sure. But remember Babies R Us? They used to have Babies R Us and Toys R Us. Or Babies R Us. Wow, they said bye-bye baby. Central Park Avenue in Scarsdale, New York. Then they said Elegant Living. Wow. I know what that signifies for me. 14 years old. What is that? 14? Temperance? It said S2. The letters S, T, and U are significant, and that could be stew, as in studio. It says studio, studio. Phil Collins. Or the stew. You know, you're making hits. It said, they said banging out another banger. You're in the studio recording. You're in the studio producing. You're in the studio mixing. They said you're in the studio doing things that you have no business doing. Maybe creating a child. And then Stu. They showed me Stu as a name. But it says Stu Leonard's. Stu as a name, and Stu the Family Guy. So that's significant. Then they said Ted Bundy. But then they said serial killer. They showed me, that's a cute little shirt. Oh, they're cute. A serial killer, CEREAL killer. They showed me Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios Kicks. Somebody needs to apply for WIC. They said Enfamil. Yesterday I was at work. Somebody ringing up WIC. I said, damn. They had a special formula of Enfamil, and 5 cans. She got 11 cans. 5 cans came up to like $194. The other cans, 6 cans came up to $194, $195. Then she had another weight check for 5 cans of special formula. That shit came up to $173. I said, Jesus Christ! Whew. These babies need to be buying their own food. These pandemic babies are real smart because, again, they're different race. They're different breed. Please excuse me. In the summertime, my skin gets real itchy because I'm real sensitive, you know? I said my skin. I said my skin. I didn't say I was real sensitive. I can be sensitive, but that's the difference between healing. When you were sensitive before, it said some babies' parents are healing their inner child, and that's what they're waiting for, you know? I know that's right. I know that's right. We want to be healed, mommy. We want to be healed, daddy. We want you to be healed when you have us. JFK is significant. They said JFK, White Plains, LaGuardia Airport. I will be born any day now. They're saying people are going to Lamaze. They said lactation consultants. La Leche. Wow. La Leche League. Yeah, stop smoking. Eat well. You know, some people really want to be pregnant. They said some people, what the okay. You always have to have a dark side. They said some people are becoming pregnant to trap somebody. They also said somebody's becoming pregnant and they have HIV/AIDS, so they're gonna have to take medication there. And then they said some people are, oh shit, the letters DEF came out, which means 2 things. 3 things. 1, information is falling on deaf ears about doing the wrong thing. You know what you're doing, right or wrong. People don't want to pretend they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or want to pretend that, you know, they're so innocent. And some people are trying to get pregnant by spell work. You are going to be conjuring, and that's the word they're telling me, conjuring negative, evil, demonic, satanic spirits by trying to get pregnant by spell work. They said you're not going to like what you've conjured. But if you become pregnant, your pregnancy is going to be rough because it's a karmic child that you're bringing in by spell work. Because if you were having a divine child, then you would naturally be guided to the counterpart with which you are to conceive. They said wish fulfillment is coming upside down. They showed me the 10 of cups upside down. That's not a good idea. It said kitchen witches, kitchen magic. Write daily affirmations for me. The sun card is significant. 2014 is significant. 2016 is significant. 2018 is significant. And I feel like maybe your babies were born in 2016, 2018, 20, whatever years. I feel some people have stair steps babies, and for some people, you have babies, some people have stair step babies, some people have Irish twins. Some people tried to get pregnant every 2 years and lost it. They show me they're singing Umbrella, Rihanna Umbrella. They show me the umbrella card. So they said it's been rainy days because you've been trying. Some people have been trying in vitro fertilization to no avail, they said. And then they're showing me Baby Mama, the movie, Tina Fey, JKL. It's significant again because those letters came out before. They said, laugh with me, mommy, talk to me, play with me. Oh my God. They said some people have been hearing this little girl crying. They show me a little girl crying, and they turn around, and the little girl is like, they said duppy. That's what we call, West Indians, Jamaicans call duppy. I feel like the term duppy has a negative connotation versus, a spirit or an entity. The terms attachment and duppy have negative connotations. So like you're conjuring shit that you don't have no business conjuring. They said you want to be pregnant by a celebrity. The letters STU comes up again. So that is confirming what I'm saying. Some people, they said, when this person finds out you're going to be in a world of trouble, they said a can of ass whooping, a world. They said, I'm going to put a world of hurting on you, boy. What movie was that? Night at the Museum. There you go, night. What's done in the dark will come to light. It said, sing to me, speak to me. Talk to Me is a movie. 𝓂LISSA'S. My mission here is important. Again, anybody, divine counterparts, twin flames, twin rays, soulmates, coming together again after encountering their twin flames, which were karmic partners, and they paid that karma, coming back together again. They're telling me two things. We're going to be conceived with your next partner. Like I said, the partner I was with, I found out a whole bunch of bullshit, and I'm so glad I never became married or pregnant by that person. I would have been still living in hell, still living in the outdated thinking, still stuck in those fucked up cycles with that person. So good luck with that. They said they called him an ex for a reason. There you go. Mommy will deliver me early. They said don't worry about it. The baby, some babies, one of my babies came a week early. I was due a week early. They were due around the same time, my babies, when I was pregnant with them, they were due April, a month apart. One came 2 weeks early, one came 2 weeks late, one came 2 weeks early. They were and they're now 2 weeks apart, April babies, within the same month of April. I look like an Easter egg at my shower. But when I recognize what it actually means now, springtime, spring equinox, rebirth. They said segregation. They're showing me Little Rock, Arkansas is significant. They said Dr. Pepper is significant. I cannot wait to be with you, Mommy. I cannot wait to be with you, Daddy. They're showing me my card in my mediumship cards, talking to heaven. It said Tears from Heaven, Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's son, when he was 4, fell out of a window. Somebody told me that their brother was retarded because he had fallen out of, not retarded, handicapped, or, I don't mean to offend anybody. They said something about Mary. I work with retards. Handicapped, developmentally disabled, but not just developmentally disabled, physically disabled as well, because he fell out of a window. I don't know if I believed him. I feel like he was born that way, but a lot of people feel that I don't know how I'm going to say this. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I feel like some people feel like it's better to say that they were injured versus that they were born that way. It's like they don't want nobody else to feel like they were doing something that would cause a handicap in the child. But from the level of the soul, you have to understand that you can't judge you can't judge anybody, even if they're developmentally disabled, physically disabled, handicapped, in a wheelchair, missing limbs, amputees, stuff like that, because each soul came here to experience something different. You don't know what each soul came to experience, so you don't get to make that decision. You're ignorant. They said lame. It said you're so lame. Okay, so we got a few last messages here. It said, which is where I was going with it. Anybody trying to stop divine counterparts, twin flames, twin rays, soulmates coming back together again, new soulmates, from fulfilling their mission and giving birth to divine children will be handled accordingly, because our mission here is important. A lot of people are pregnant, don't know how they're going to take care of the child. Thought their baby father or baby mother, was the other parent, was going to be around. They're not. Well, guess what? It's time to start calling on your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and the spirit babies themselves, because we're here for a mission. They said there's no victims, no villains out here. That was a tough pill. They said jagged little pill, jagged little thrill. So Alanis Morissette and Jagged Edge is significant. That was a tough pill for me to swallow when I read that those books, Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. I only read 1, 2, and 3. But that was a tough pill for me to swallow when I understood at the level of the soul there are no victims, no villains out here. We are here on Earth, the learning plane, the learning planet, as souls to evolve lessons. So each soul doesn't know what the other souls are here to experience, so you do not get to judge them. And anybody, they said you're going to be taking a motherfucking dirt nap. Anybody trying to stop us, you're going to have nothing but obstacles, limitations. They said the God is not no motherfucking sin. Okay? They said people thought you fell off when you were re-upping the entire time. So sit back. They said sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Let yourself flow. Go with the flow. They said they're showing me my oracle cards. I am expecting the unexpected. I am going with the flow. I am a powerfully charged money magnet. The spirit babies are helping me pull messages from my other decks. Where I was going with it was, I love that they do that. They said only you can prevent forest fires. And then they said this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? They're bringing me back. They said the milk, it does a body good. And the milk is a movie. What other movie they show me? Something the Lord made. They said Ready Player One, and then they show me Rubik's Cube. So 80s is significant. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They said anchovies are significant. Anybody stopping our mission here is just going to be blocked. Absolutely blocked on every level. And if you don't, you and your ancestors are going to be blocked. October, November, December is significant because somebody is going to be delivering in October, November, December. They said somebody's about to be traveling out of town when they give birth. So your doctor is not going to be, you're going to be delivering by somebody that's not your doctor that you planned, because you're going to be visiting out of town, and that of course is significant and meant to happen the way, just the way it happens. Some people are healing their womb. Some people had gynecological issues. Me, I just recently started having gynecological issues because of fucking spell work. So I had to have surgery. I had to heal myself, heal my womb, cleanse my womb, purge all the sickness, illness, disease out of it. I'm still healing it. I'm still in a lot of pain. It said hashtag pain. And then it said PAYNE, so Martin Pain. Detroit, Motor City. Some people have really bad periods, and which is why they can't conceive, so they're looking into adoption, and they found out that they are a viable option for adoption, and they're happy with that. Congratulations to you guys, you deserve it. Some people, you have children, you have trouble conceiving. You wanted another child, but there's a reason. Your rejection is your protection. And then they're showing me, I never did see, they said Steel Magnolias, Guns N' Roses. In the original Steel Magnolias, Shelby got pregnant, and then that's a name, of course. Shelby got pregnant, but she wasn't supposed to. She had diabetes. She had diabetes, and she wasn't supposed to get pregnant. But her kidneys shut down after he must have turned 1 or 2. Jackson was his name. He was born on July 3rd. All of this is significant. Jackson, Mississippi, or what was his name? I forgot. Julia Roberts was born in Smyrna. Did I meet you in Smyrna, or was it Marietta? I don't remember, but I have a feeling that you do very well. I look like my brother. I know my brother looked like my daddy, and I look like my mom. We had 2 different parents, but we had the same, different moms, different dads. Some people are coming in, they said 3, 4s, and 5s. 345 is significant. 430 is significant. 430 as a date as well, so that's Taurus. I'm a triplet. They said multiples. We're coming into 2s. I've been saying that. We're coming into 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, and we literally mean that. We are coming in multiples. Multiples. I have a spirit animal, which is where I was going with the spirit babies. At the beginning of the reading, I mentioned spirit animals. And the spirit babies were showing me my mediumship cards, talking to heaven, which is where I got, which I was starting to say Tears from Heaven and Eric Clapton and Falling Out the Window. I was going with that. They were saying that some people, some babies have spirit animals in the physical and in the spiritual, on the ethereal, the metaphysical realm. They're up there with them. And then some babies are going to be born with their spirit animal, as in some babies are going to be born physically and their spirit animal is metaphysically with them. Some babies are going to be born physically and their animal is going to be born with them, meaning the parents are going to be getting an animal and that soul is going to be transitioning into the body. They said Ptah. The Egyptian letters are significant. They always are. Ptah is, I believe, Ptah is, they said Ptah popped off. Ptah is falling into form, falling into form from formlessness. Ptah means falling into form from formlessness. So crossing over, they said bridging the gap. Nas and his father Oludara is significant. Queens. Crossing over the coming from the physical, coming from the womb of the metaphysical into the physical, the primordial waters. Noon, they say. And maybe somebody is born at noon or 12. 12 is hangman energy. And they said, last but not least, they're reiterating, I will be born with your next partner because of for karmic reasons. The last message I have is, I see all the changes that you've made, and it is now safe for me to be conceived. I see all the changes that you've made, and it's now safe for me to be conceived. And this is written in orange, so this, and then they show me a plate, Florida plate. So yeah, Orange County, New York, Orange County, California, or the oranges are significant in Florida. 333, they said 3323 is significant and 3333 is significant. You guys be well. I hope this helps somebody. See you guys next video.